Y'all boys, welcome to the first episode of Road to Tiki-Taka. Now beware, I'm gonna yap for like probably 3 to 4 minutes because I'm gonna tell you my thought process and how I even ended up with this. Okay, let's go. So here's the code real quick. This is the formation, okay? Balanced, aggressive, obviously 4-2-1-3. Now that being said, I don't play it like most people, and I tried, man. I tried to do Road to Tiki-Taka with formations that were already established from like really good players, and I realized that it forced me to not use my striker too much, grab it to the wing and turn around manually and wait. And like it's not a lot of, it's a lot of running backwards. And I promise you, on God, I can never play that. Never. I don't know how people do it. If I see you grab your winger or striker and run backwards, and then turn around, and then run back, dude, get that out of my face. I don't want to play that. That being said, my process here, man, is I want everybody to be involved, everybody to be passing. And I absolutely despised when it comes to not countering. If I want to play the ball, I hated using advanced forward. I thought it was disgusting. On complete, it was kind of nice, but I feel like the best one was build up when it comes to Tiki-Taka. It just has to be. But it only worked if I had a shadow striker. If I used the playmaker, I didn't like it no more. But if I used the shadow striker, I did like it. And that's those two combined. Hey man, now we're talking. Now we were talking about something good there. You'll see in the highlights now. The wingers, another one, guys, the big one. When I was trying roaming, the popular thing, they were hugging the fullback too long. They dropped here and there, but every time they dropped, they didn't drop deep enough to the point where the fullback is far away. They kind of dropped, but like in a sense where like I can turn around and the fullback's already on me, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. So balance, I feel, is the best for involvement. It's absolutely the best. Look at the highlight. It disappears as soon as you take it off, even on roaming. And at the same, it's just better like this. I felt like it was so much better. So much better. Now, and you'll see in the highlights, man, everybody's involved. Boom, 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 boom. Now, that being said, playmaker, it was the obvious choice. They get involved so good. They get in the right spots, and then they drop back. It's perfect. I wonder everybody's using it, right? Now, that being said, do you have to have both? You don't necessarily have to have both if you want good defense, but they still defend well, so why not? Now, here's another thing. I tried the Falseback, guys, for a lot of games. I had some good times with it until, of course, you come up against players that know how to keep their strikers on top, and their two CDMs, everybody on point, and you're just gonna get cooked every single time. There's gonna be a counter. You're gonna be like, wow, that was too easy. And yeah, you all have your fun for a good amount of games till that guy appears and you get cooked. Now, is it safe to have at least one of them? So far, yes. So far, yes. But if I struggle against the same style, which I've played against already, and I've been still successful with the unbalance. But if I do struggle, again, I have to revert to this in some way. Now, or for another episode, we'll see what we do then. Let's not talk about that now. But this is what's working. So let's enjoy the highlights for now. If anything happens, any changes, you already know I'm coming with the update, guys. Let's go. Sorry, real quick, for the players, you must have passing play styles, man. Ping pass is important. I don't have it on this card. And also flair. I know people don't really put attention to it, but when it comes to Tiki-Taka, flair is so important. And I noticed this card, although he has everything right, just that flair alone, not having that flair, causes a lot of bad chances that I should have because he doesn't have flair. Everything's important in this game. Flair, passing play styles, he needs an incisive. I'll try different cards anyway, but yeah, everything's important, man, for like fancy, quick football like that in the center. All right, fellas, let's go through all the highlights. And even through all these, I used a decent amount, the Falseback. As you can see, Theo Hernandez kind of in the midfield there. But as the goals go on, I start changing to just mostly fullback and the one on just balance. But that's why Theo Hernandez might be a little bit up here and there. But some plays, starting, doing a little flow, having a little rhythm. Right there down the middle. I like playing through the middle, man, like this. If I can't play through the middle and I gotta always be on the wing and turn around, I'm not gonna enjoy the tactic at all. And yeah, it's just doing some combinations that for some reason I'm always able to just kind of get into. I mess up here and there a couple of times, but it starts to flow. I give and go, give and goes. And you feel me? It starts to flow, starts to kick in. And this point, passing to the ball to I can't see from this range, but Carlos Alberto, actually deep line playmaker right there. Pass there, shot, goal. And you'll see a very similar pattern, man. It's just between my striker and cam and wing, like right there, boom, boom. My cam to the wing, shout out striker, and then my striker. And it's just everybody's playing the ball. Everybody wants the ball. They all want to receive. No one's just by the no one's by the fullback all day. You see my striker went down there with my cam. That combination was crazy. Damn. Let me go back to that real quick. Oh, it doesn't let me. Damn it. That being said, let's keep watching this. So, yeah. See that? That false 9 right there? When I saw that combination, it always happens. I be getting that combination over and over. Bing, boom, boom. And that's what I want. And yeah, the striker may not be on that crazy run 24/7, but I feel like it's more... It ruins my flow and the passing option when he's just trying to make runs all day. It forces me to turn around. Like I said, I don't like to. And doesn't mean he's not going to go on runs. He will. But when he's not going on runs, my cam is doing it. So it's almost like there's always a striker. And yeah, my cam may not be as fast as my actual striker and as good as a finisher. But he can damn well do the job, even if he was up there. And he's a short and lean body type with good finishing. So it's not too bad. But there, Hernandez, I still have the Falseback, I can tell here. Yeah, both of them are on Falseback. But even though I was like the main thing here, oh my god, disgusting, is the shadow striker and the cam. That's what I was noticing. Because as I was doing these highlights, the fullbacks, I was getting burnt sometimes. And as you can tell, they're not even that involved. Yeah, maybe one pass or two. But the main thing was the shadow striker and the false 9. Because even though when I ended up taking them off the false back, my team was still moving like this. I can still combine like that. Very easy. And that's when I realized, okay, I got it. I got how to attack. Now I just got to find a way to get the defense involved without ruining my clean sheets. Oh my God. Damn. That was sick. See right there, I no longer have in the false backs. Maybe was it 1 or 2? No, I don't think I even did. No, they went up a little bit just because, but they're not on the. Yeah, Theo Hernandez is on defend, and I guess he kind of defends in the middle, but yeah, demon time. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just enjoying watching this all over again. Boom. 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 Cooking. 1. See him. Sanchez. Murphy. Like, nothing better than the late run-ins. That's what I'm all about. The late run-ins, not the go all the way to the wing, turn around, and then catch him. I like the late run-in sides, That's my kind of play style. That's like the Tiki-Taka that I want is all about that. So hopefully you get an idea how I'm playing it. It's really just sharing the ball with everybody. And since they're available, they're not just going on runs all day. It's very easy. And I think that was the last goal. So, okay. That went by fast, actually. But all right, fellas. This is the first episode of Road to Tiki-Taka. I still have a lot of work on. Different players I want to try. Different roles still. And sometimes different cards can play the same role even better, man. And there's so many things to go through. Vieira does the defensive stuff, but on deep line playmaker, I noticed that it'd be nice if he did have a lot of the passing play styles. And I feel like I'm misusing this position if I keep him there, even though he's good at getting the ball back and everything. But a lot of things to do because it matters a lot. I've used Marquisio and I'm like, dude can do everything. Like passing wise, dude can pass to anybody. On the hardest positions. And he's got flair. Like he's really good at that Tiki-Taka stuff, man. So still so many things to try. And it's a very important thing that if you're gonna try this formation, man, and everything, you use it with the either target forward or target forward is something I still want to try more. But the false 9 and the shadow striker are just complementing each other like crazy. And if you have an actual striker here with good passing, he could be even crazy. But I still feel passing stats is more important than anything. Even on the wings, I've seen them, Sanchez, not having a Tiki-Taka or incisive cooks them. Maradona's a good passer. He's got the flare and the tiki-taka, so the ground stuff is easy. No pink pass, but regular A move and flare, like he's got it. So, yeah, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's little session. And yeah, I get it. It's the 4-2-1-3, but I feel like I'm playing it totally different, and the highlights I'm giving are different than what I'm seeing most people play the formation with. Most people do go down the wing every single time and then cut back. And it's not that I didn't score those goals, but like I definitely back to the cam, back to the wing, back to the striker, back to the wing. You know, I kind of like to make it really like authentic looking. So hopefully it did look authentic, but all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and catch you later. Peace.